Jay Sano, without intro music. Jay Sano, with intro music. Intro music remix. Jay Sano 19, Jay Sano 19. Jay Sano 19, Jay Sano 19. Okay, I'm back. This is right. I had just put a negative where there should not have been a negative number. I was wondering why my x-coordinate was increasing when I thought it was supposed to be going down, but it's not. It's going the right direction. So basically, I'm going to journey in this ocean for a little while, and somewhere over here is some crazy ice forest biome that all these people have seen, and I'm going to go steal. Let me make sure I got the right pick with me. Yes, I do. I'm going to go steal some of the packed ice from that biome, and we're going to try to incorporate it somehow into my builds. That being said, I'll talk to you guys on the journey. It's a nice boat ride. It's a beautiful day here in DC. It's wonderful. I just spent the morning on the Potomac. Actually, I spent the morning in the Potomac. So I figured you guys can come along with me for a boat ride. It's all good. So today I had a day for rescue tech. We have a day that they call the Swiftwater Rescue Day that you need to get. And now it's funny because Maryland actually doesn't require it for credit in the class of rescue tech, but the county that I'm a firefighter in, before they'll recognize you as a rescue technician, you need to have this specific day where you go out to the Potomac and you learn how to do very basic things on Swiftwater rescue. Now, Swiftwater is basically any moving body of water. Any moving body of water, you have to be a Swiftwater rescue technician to be able to go in for a rescue or to enter the water at all. All that this class will get me is the ability to assist in those, basically throwing ropes. Oh, there's a little thingy right here. Basically throwing rope bags to people and trying to help from the shoreline, but I'm not allowed to enter at all. So it doesn't give me any real type of Swiftwater certification. However, after doing the class today, man, I really want to take that Swiftwater Rescue Tech thing because it was awesome. Like, and apparently we don't get to do really cool stuff anymore. Whereas I don't know if insurance changed or what, but they used to go in what they call a flume. And it's basically a lot of running water through this, not really an obstacle course because it's just true running and moving water that they make go in a certain path where there's all these like eddies and I already forgot one of the names of one of the things where the water churns basically over and over. You can get stuck in it. It's essentially, if you've heard of a riptide, people get really concerned about riptides in places, whereas the underwater current's really, really strong and it can sweep you out and you can get stuck under the water. It's essentially one of those, but it's based on the terrain and basically water going from a higher level to a lower level. Water always tries to even itself out. So if you come from a higher level to a lower level, like a waterfall, but I'm not talking about a full waterfall, I'm talking like, a couple feet difference, that the water actually tries to come back and fill in that gap that it's missing. And it causes essentially this vortex that you can get stuck in. And I guess they used to send the people through rescue tech class, this day in the rescue tech, they sent them down these flumes where you had to basically, you kind of get sucked up in this thing for a little bit and then they, pull you out or whatever so that you know what the feeling is and all that. But I guess they can't do that anymore because of insurance reasons. But we got to still jump into Potomac and take some currents down and do some rope rescues and things like that. So it was a lot of fun. Like, I really love some of these classes I get to take with the fire department, and I highly suggest to anybody out there, if you have any type of adrenaline desire or need in your life, man, the fire service is really where it's at, because the fire service isn't just about fire. Not only is it about medical calls, you can go places and, for EMS, people call 911 because they're hurt and injured, and, you go help them in that way. You can go on fire calls. You can go get training for high angle rescues, for water rescues, for trench collapses, for confined spaces. There's so many different things. USAR, the Urban Search and Rescue. I think Urban Search and Rescue is actually only at a handful of locations. I can't say a handful. It's probably a decent amount, but it's not like everywhere offers Urban Search and Rescue. I'm really going to try to keep taking all these these rescue classes, because, man, they are awesome. They are fun. It's great skills to learn and to have, and I highly suggest. A lot of people watch my videos, and they're like, hey, I'm looking at being a firefighter. Can you give me some insight into it and what you do? Keep in mind, I'm a volunteer, so I don't have the crazy experience that, career guys have, because they're doing it, as their normal job. They're taking a lot more classes, a lot faster pace than I am. I'm a volunteer. I've been doing it. I think a 5-year anniversary is coming up this year. And I'm just taking some of the basic classes that a lot of people take up front just because of, time frames and commitments. But, finally I've looked at it and been like, ooh, look at that. There's an underground railroad shaft right here. We might hit this up on the way back. Check it out and see if it's been lit up, if I'm seeing light because it's been lit up, or if it's actually still to be explored. We actually should be coming up. This should be the shoreline to this biome that I'm looking for. So I think I can get out and run here. Maybe this looks really small though. Maybe this is a small island prior to the shoreline. So let's see if we can go around this thing and get a little bit closer. Because I'm still a couple hundred blocks away from where I was specifically looking at the map. But where I was specifically looking at the map wasn't right on the shore either. So pretty sure if I pull up here, I'm going to be exactly where I want to be. Ah, there's one right there. Excellent. I love the overview map. It's great. Oh, yeah, there's all the spires coming up. And I can't move this boat. Why? Oh, stupid boat. So, it is dark. It is nighttime. Probably not the best time to make a landfall, but I have done so anyway. I wish you could make packed ice. Everybody's saying that you can't make packed ice. That's why they keep telling me to come out to this area. I wish there was a way to make it and you didn't just have to find it. I gotta keep an eye on... Whoops. Hi, Zombert. Get out of here. God, this is Creeper Haven as well. I just need to get somewhere where it's safer. I did not bring a bed to sleep either. I did see that sheep running around. I wonder if I could kill enough sheep to make a bed, or if I can just get on high enough ground to be safe and explore this biome a little bit more. There's a cave around here somewhere, if that cave noise truly holds true. But basically, if you really are looking at any thought processing going into the fire department, just check out your area and find how to volunteer. And I'm thinking, if you're in high school, a lot of them have high school programs. I think we used to have a high school program. I think they stopped the high school program, but you can start getting involved, but you're just not allowed to take like the fire classes until you can be in high school, but you have to be 18. I think, I'm not 100% sure on how that works, because it was something that I didn't look into until, I was much older than that, because, I was 28 when I looked into the fire service for the first time. So I have a different type of late start in life, but it is something. And if you're, don't be discouraged if you're female. Many people are discouraged. They're females, that they're like, oh, the females, fit in the fire service. But I'm really intrigued in it. We have so many women in the fire service. We have so many women who are 4'11", who got through fire class without a problem. It's not something... The only person I would sway away from, and as mean as this sounds, but if you're extremely, like... If you know yourself and know that you're... Out of shape is okay. You can build that. But if you're extremely obese, you're probably not going to be able to do the firefighting aspect of it. However, you can still do some of the other stuff. We have a guy at my fire station, and he knows he's a big boy. He's 400 plus pounds. He... EMS, ambulance driver, he still loves what he does. He's loving all that stuff, but he knows that he said at one point he wanted to join the fire service, actually do fire, and he was going to try to get himself in shape, and then he kind of lost interest. And he realized he was lazier than he needed to be to get himself into shape, but he still is a very good member of the fire department, just sticks to the EMS side. There's also in the fire service, there's the admin side that a lot of people don't know about. And the admin side are just people who support the fire service by helping run a lot of the fundraisers, helping, do the community connections and dinners and, a lot of the, fire alarm replacement programs. So I didn't know that part existed in the fire service. I assumed that anybody who was helping out in the fire service was, some type of riding member is what they call them. So it's riding members versus admin members. And I didn't know that the admin side truly existed. I don't know why, because I guess it exists in multiple different places, is the whole admin side of everything. I was collecting so much packed ice. Wow. This pick is amazing. I hope people don't get mad that I'm taking out this thing. And maybe I'll get to a cave. Maybe I won't. Time will tell. But yeah, it's definitely something that I, especially as of late, have come to like a lot more. Because for a while I went through the fire service, I got out with fire class and I was like, yeah, ride the fire engine. And then I felt so like, I want to learn the engine. I want to know what I'm doing on the fire call. I want to be able to, excel at the, as just an E3 level. Which means I'm not the officer in charge on the fire grounds, but I would be basically the right-hand man to the officer. And that's I do ride E3 a lot now, and now I'm taking Rescue Tech class, and there's one other class called Strategies and Tactics that you need to become a Firefighter 3, which is what the minimum level you need to be actually the officer. So the reason I started taking the classes again, I was looking at, I talked in a video before about looking into DMP programs and things like that, and I've been toying with that for a while on what I want to do, because I'm the type of person who I want to keep expanding education in some way, shape, or form. And I was like, DMP programs, or do I just take the time that I would otherwise be spending in those type of school and just take the classes in the fire service that I want to take and expand that way? So I signed up for a couple classes, still unsure what I was going to do, but at the time it was, I have time to take these, this Rescue Tech class, and I'll take strategies and see where it go from there. I think I'm going to put the whole DNP thing on potentially a permanent hold and just try to expand my classes in the fire department for a while and just ride that one out, because I've done the nursing thing for so long at this point. Let's take a break from it and do something that I'm enjoying doing on the side. If I didn't enjoy doing the firefighting stuff, I wouldn't do it anymore. I'm a volunteer. That's the joy of being a volunteer. You can find out, because some people go into the fire service, they get a job, they go through the academy, 4 or 5 months of the academy or whatever, and they get into the real world and start doing the fire stuff, and they say, you know what? I don't like this job at all. And they quit. I'm on my second career myself as a nurse. I was a computer engineer. You creepers are going to be the enemy. For the love of God, leave me alone. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. Anyways, nursing was my second career. My first one was, computer engineer, and then I got a master's in IT, and I decided I didn't like that. I wanted to go to nursing. Now, the difference with that is, with nursing, it's kind of I can't say it's an all or nothing, because there's multiple different areas of nursing that you can go into, but nursing is more of one of those. If you don't like nursing, you're going to need to go for a career change. The computer side of things, I love computers. I come home and sit at my computer for hours at a time, still not just doing YouTube videos and stuff, but I program websites, things that I want to do. I love having that knowledge, and I love doing it. I love seeing my final products put into place, and all that stuff is fantastic and great to me. I just didn't like what I was doing at the particular job I was at, and at the time, the economy was crashing down around me. I was in Michigan. The car companies, I worked at Ford Motor Company. The first week, I finally got a job. I couldn't get a job after I graduated with my computer engineering degree. And worked at McDonald's for a couple years while I got my master's degree. Got a job with my master's degree credentials. Finally could find a job. And all of a sudden, the first week I was there, they announced a 30% reduction in workforce. And I was like, what is the validity of this degree field in the future, especially in the state of Michigan? I was like, what do I need to do to ensure that I'm always going to be able to have a job? And I was like, you know what? Let's look at some other things. I don't like sitting in a cubicle all day long. So let me look at something that's a little bit more entertaining. Because I was a ski patroller for a long time. So yeah, if you don't have the fire department around you, you can always look at things like, you know, ski patrol. If you have ski hills around you, if you're a skier or a snowboarder or something like that, you can always look at that stuff too. There's multiple different things that you can do to volunteer and find out what you like. And because of the ski patrol is the reason I went to nursing. Because of nursing is the reason... I can't say the reason I went to the fire department, but it brought me to an area that the fire department was much more on the forefront, and I could way more seamlessly be able to be like, okay, I'm really gonna go for this. I'm gonna go for this fire department thing because, you know, this place takes volunteers. It's a real good setup for getting people in and educated and things like that. And, you know, let's do it. It gave me that option to my fire department. I'm going to collect as much of this stuff as I possibly can while I'm here. Trying to fill up all of my inventory slots with this ice. All my free inventory slots. And then I will never, ever have to venture out to this island ever again. Not that I dislike this island. It's very beautiful. But it's not exactly what you call close. And maybe one of these days they'll make it so you can actually create pack. And probably right after I do all of this, I'm going to get like a double chest full of this type of ice. And like the next patch will be like, you can now combine regular ice with something to make packed ice. Or you can probably do that now when I just have absolutely no idea because I'm clueless. Guude didn't invite me to the server because I was a genius with Minecraft. It was the exact opposite. Those, you know, most of you guys already know that and understand that. That being said, this episode will shortly be coming to an end, but I do want to make another announcement. Don't forget, I know this is, you know, slightly hit and miss reviews from people, but I did start my Game Wisp channel a couple weeks ago, so please do me a favor and just go check out my Game Wisp channel. Why do I have regular stone in my inventory? I would greatly appreciate it if you would check it out. And some of the concerns that people had with it were that, you know, you can only right now donate, you know, your subscriber fee. It's one tier. It's a $4.99 set price, and that's all there is to it. Well, I am here to tell you that today, I haven't set it up yet because I haven't actually gone live with it, but later today, probably before you guys have seen this video, I just talked to the Game Wisp guys, and they just added a tier structure that I'm going to set up. So for those of you who were concerned with the, you know, $4.99 costing, you know, being too much and you couldn't afford it, I completely understand that. And I'm not asking you to ever spend any money outside of your means. But there will be, within the next couple hours, a $2.99 tier as well. So I got to get some things set up with that, but do look forward to that in the future. And today, as of 5 hours prior to you guys seeing this video, it's going to be happening momentarily here because I'm just got back from that, you know, day on the Potomac, so I'm making my video kind of at the last minute for today. But Prison Architect Season 4 has gone live. It is one of my series that is a Game Wisp early access series. So there is a, you know, a week lag time from you guys seeing that video than those people who are insiders in my channel already. And something to keep in mind, that it is there and it is ready for you. But as always, no matter what, I appreciate all the support you guys have given me throughout the years, and I don't want to do anything to make you guys think I'm just getting like money hungry or money grubby or something like that, because that's not what this is all about. If nobody subscribes to my Game Wisp channel, it is not going to stop the way that I, you know, me doing, you know, YouTube videos and things like that. And I know some people were upset that they said it was oh, I'm putting videos behind a paywall now. No, that's not what it's about at all. You're still going to get to see them. It's just going to be the certain series that I put up on Game Wisp is just going to be, you're going to see them later. And there might be some extra fringe benefits coming now that they have the tier structure in place. I just got to get those fringe benefits all set up and ready to go. So keep that in mind, guys. There's something, oh, I'm going the wrong way. No wonder I couldn't find the ocean again. I was, again, going the wrong way. there is going to be something for everybody on there. And if there's nothing for you on there, I guess that's an oxymoron, but there's something for everybody with what I offer. If there's nothing for you on GameWisp, you're still going to see all the videos. It just might be a couple of them, might be a little bit later. But I urge you to at least check it out. I'm pretty sure you can follow it for free. I think that's how it works. I don't know what you see when you do that, but just check it out. Links in the description. And guys, I appreciate you. As always, JSano19, out.